Hi, YouTube. Now, I hate those long YouTube intros, so let's just get right into it. Are you an American? Are you living in Mexico? Did you lose your license plate? Well, I have been living in Playa del Carmen for 3 years. I wasted no time buying a scooter the moment I arrived. And unfortunately, a couple days ago, I lost my license plate. Everything I learned about moving to Mexico, I learned off of YouTube. So I am giving that information back. So if you're in this predicament and you have lost your license plate and you want to get a new one, here's the steps that you follow.
So you've lost your license plate in Playa del Carmen. You will need to make a trip to the Fiscalia. Arrive early, they open at 9 a.m., but people start lining up at about 8:30. You'll need copies of your residency, proof of address, and also a copy of your motorcycle registration. Now, I thought I was prepared. I had all the copies with me. However, you need a ticket of infraction to say that you don't have an infraction so you can be issued a new license plate. So, I had to make my way down to the Transito to get a copy of an infraction. Now, I had to stop and get another copy because they wanted the copy to be very large, which I had never heard before. But I got the large copy. It's big enough for everybody to see. Had to go inside of the Transito to get this little certified ticket so they could issue me a new license plate. Thank God for the workers at the Transito because not speaking Spanish is definitely a barrier. Now, I've been here before because I received an infraction, and this is kind of what takes so long. You see those little things back there? If you get a ticket, they're going to take your license plate or your license, and that's where you go to get it back. So here is the document that I need. So I am on my way back to the Fiscalia, back in line. It went really quick. There was no waiting at all. That's me with all of my documents. Got extra documents just in case. Keep in mind, this is only step one. You go to the Fiscalia first to make a report saying that you lost your license plate, and they have to ensure that you don't owe any parking tickets, that you actually own the scooter, that it is registered to you. So this is step one. Now, if you're wondering about the copies, you have to bring your own copies. There are copy machines everywhere, but they are not for you. Now, this document will cost you 1,085 pesos. Now, that price is not including what you're going to have to pay at the municipal building to actually get the license plate. So after paying the fee, you get a number and you kind of sit around and wait for them to call your number. This is where you get the official document, or should I call it the official lost license plate report. So remember, this is only part one. Once you receive the report stating that you lost your license, you'll have to return to the municipal building to actually get the plate. Day 2 of I Lost My License Plate in Playa del Carmen. Now, the first thing that you all want to remember is to arrive at 7 a.m. This is about 6:50 a.m. and as you can see, the line has already started to wrap around the corner. This building is called the SATQ, and that stands for the Tax Administration Service of State Quintana Roo. I've renewed my license plate twice since I've lived in Playa del Carmen, and the procedure has changed a little bit. So you want to make sure you arrive at 7. You want to have all the original documents and copies. You want to have a copy of your electric bill, the registration of your bike, your driver's license from the United States. And let me stress that that driver's license must be valid. Your passport, your visa, your CURP, proof of address, phone number, and email. But what's most important, don't ever, never, ever, 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 ever throw away the original receipt for when you bought your scooter or your motorcycle. Without the original receipt, you're not getting anything. You're not getting a license plate. You're not getting a registration, nothing. So keep your original copy for the purchase of the actual bike. That's very important. At 8 a.m., the line starts moving. A representative will come out. They'll speak to everyone in line. They'll ask you what you're there for, and they will give you a number. Now, keep in mind, no one is here to translate. If you don't speak Spanish, make sure you have your translator app or a friend with you to help. Once inside the building, I see what they mean by under new management. It looks completely different. They have remodeled the inside. The new system, we all kind of just sit in chairs until they call your number. We are in line based upon our number as well, by the way. We move along, playing a little game of musical chairs while they call your number. All I can say is bring a snack and your phone charger because I was here for 4 hours. I repeat, 4 hours, which is shocking because I've done this twice before and I was never in this building more than an hour. When it's your turn, you'll get to the front. They'll check all your documents to make sure that you have everything you need. It was at this very moment that I realized I had just renewed my driver's license in the United States and it was not valid. I brought the wrong driver's license. After being there for almost 3 hours and crying and begging, the representative did make a copy for me. Now, this is a special circumstance. I do not suggest thinking that they're going to make a copy for you. I got extremely lucky with her printing a copy for me. With all documents inspected, they give me a little ticket. I go over to this gentleman. He's just double checking everything, my registration. He's writing out a little ticket for me, which I take outside to get verified by another representative. I'm going to insert a picture of that verification. After document verification, there will be a physical verification. So make sure that you have your scooter or your motorcycle with you. This guy was really nice. He spoke English. What they do is they take a piece of carbon paper and they're going to collect the serial number from the scooter and they're going to add it to the verification paperwork that they gave me. I'm going to input a little picture of what that looks like. After the physical verification is done, you're back inside of the office to actually pay for the license plate. So I'm going back to the original representative who was helping me. I didn't have to wait in line. The replacement plate cost me 843 pesos. After you pay, you have a seat on the other side of the room and they will call you up when your license plate is ready.
Now, I would love to tell you that at this moment, I received the license plate and I went on about my day. Unfortunately, that did not happen. I was called to the back. A representative told me that they didn't have any license plates at the moment and that I would have to come back in 2 weeks to get it. In the meantime, I just had to take this little certificate and my receipt of payment, just have it in the scooter in case, the police pulled me over or wanted to know. And it's crazy because I was very nervous about that. And it was almost laughable to the people in the back room. They were like, why would you get pulled over for that? And if you do, just show them your receipt. So, okay. Now, there's a plot twist. I started this process on a Monday. By Saturday morning, I received an email from a good Samaritan who found my license plate. Apparently, there is a Playa del Carmen lost and found, Facebook page. Someone found my email and emailed me and they wanted to return the plate to me. Now that was extremely nice, extremely thoughtful. Now living in Playa del Carmen, I have seen license plates on the side of the road, license plates hung in trees. I guess for the person to come back and get it. I went to look for my plate once I lost it and it was not there. And I was so shocked because it was a clear night, no cars on the road, but clearly someone found it for me. Now, it was a little bit too late because I had already went through an all-day process to renew the plate. So the original plate was canceled out and I'm still waiting 2 weeks to get the new plate. Double plot twist, I went back in 2 weeks and they told me they still don't have any plates and to come back in 2 more weeks. So I would have loved to have this be a 1-part video, but you're gonna have to come back for part 2 when I actually pick up the plate. So the building is under new management. Sometimes these things happen and you may have to ride around for a month without a plate on your scooter, but everything is okay. So I'm not exactly sure how often the requirements change. I do know that the building is under new management. So I have taken a picture of the instructions, the step-by-step instructions on how to replace your license plate. I will insert that below. And if you like my content, please like and subscribe. I will be posting all things Playa del Carmen, all things Mexico, traveling inside of Mexico, how to get to the airport, day passes, cafes, everything that we do here. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in part 2.